G'day ladies and gents, we're back with another Swiss Army knife review. We've done the camper, we've done the huntsman. This one came highly recommended. This is the Victorinox Explorer. Let's check it out. Righto team, first tool off the rank with any Swiss Army knife review is always the large blade. It's made out of a high quality stainless steel, the drop point blade. These blades on Swiss Army knives always come razor sharp with a high mirror polish finish on them, which you can use as an emergency mirror to signal someone or something like that. Good for any bushcraft needs you need. Nothing too heavy, but this thing will get most stuff done. And yeah, that's a large blade, little beauty. Bloody good. Okay, next tool off the rank is a small blade. Always use this as a backup blade and try not to use it too much. This is a very handy little blade again. Useful for fine detailed work, opening boxes. But yeah, I generally keep it as a backup blade. And for some reason it's always sharper than the main blade. Just scary sharp, this little thing. But yeah, little beauty. Okay, next up we've got the good old school can opener, as well as small screwdriver there. That's very handy for doing any maintenance on a radio when you're out in the woods or the bush, fixing a kid's toy. It's also got this nice sharp hook on it there, good for any woodworking. You can use as a rudimentary jackknife or something like that, but it also opens up cans just amazingly well. Better than the one now draw at home, so I use this little tool a lot. Righto, next up we've got the good old 3-in-1 large flathead screwdriver, bottle opener and wire stripper. It comes in that nice half extension there, giving you a bit of extra leverage or torque on a screw, or if you have to pry something open or something like that, very useful. It also comes in that full extension there, allowing you to get in nice and tight. Can't say I've ever used a wire stripper myself, but I definitely use the old bottle opener a lot. That's the yeah, bottle opener. Okay, so we've ticked through the main 4 tools that are on every Swiss Army knife, but this is where the Explorer starts to show its uniqueness. Is the inline Phillips driver. It comes in that half extension there, as well again that nice strong full extension, allowing you to get in. But I love this tool. I think this should be on more Swiss Army knives. Extremely useful. We'll do small screws as well as, you know, your bit larger stuff. You could also use it as, in a pinch, an emergency glass breaker. Smash through a car window or something like that if you had to. But yes, very useful tool. I wish this was on a lot more. That's the inline Phillips. Righto, and I think that this has to definitely be the most unique feature about the Explorer, is definitely this little magnifying glass. At first I thought it was kind of flimsy because it's plastic, but the more I look at it, the more I like it. Very handy for looking up close. You can see there, sorry it's a bit wet, but looking up close. Got good medical application, good first aid applications. You need to see something in there close or use a backup set of glasses. This is very handy for that. And also fire making, but there's no sun out today as you can see, so we won't be doing that. But yeah, super cool addition. Righto team, and the Victorinox scissors. Victorinox scissors always come insanely sharp. They're spring loaded with a little spring there. Handy for cutting through bandages, handy for cutting through fishing line. You name it, these things will cut it. Paper if you need to, whatever. My wife uses these more than she likes to admit. But very handy and a beautiful addition to any Swiss Army knife. All right, that's the scissors. Righto, and the good old-fashioned corkscrew. They just love putting these things on Swiss Army knives. Definitely my wife's favourite tool for opening a fancy bottle of red, but I can honestly say I rarely use this tool. I have had some people commenting on other Swiss Army knife videos saying that this is good for loosening knots, twisting that in like that and wiggling it out like this. Can't say I've ever used it for that myself, but next time I've got a tight knot, I'll keep this tool in mind. That's the corkscrew. Okay, and probably the most disliked tool on any Swiss Army knife is the multi-purpose hook, or pot lifter as I like to refer to it as. The only thing I've used this for is lifting a billy can off a fire actually, but I really like it. I think it's an old school touch, and there's 101 uses for a little hook. Pretty cool, pretty sleek, and yeah, I think it's a cool addition. I love it. So that's the multi-purpose hook. All right, and one of my absolute favorite tools on any Swiss Army knife is the leather punch. These things are super useful for punching through leather in your belt, gain a bit of weight out camping, or lose a bit of weight hiking, something like that. These things are extremely useful. Drilling a hole in wood, but where I really like to use it is striking a fire steel. See there, it's got a nice robust edge on it. Not too sharp, but a good angle and a beautiful point. That's the leather punch, reamer, sewing oar, whatever you call it, but one of my favorite tools, super handy. Okay, and it wouldn't be a Swiss Army knife without the beautiful, precise little pair of tweezers. These are insanely good little tweezers. Good for pulling out splinters if you need them, bee stings. You got a hot date, plucking your nose hairs, anything like that. These will get the job done. Very precise. 101 uses for these little things. Absolutely love them. Righto, ladies and gents, and the most lost item on the planet, the Victorinox plastic toothpick. Oral hygiene super important out the bush, guys, as we all know. So this little thing is handy to have around. I've heard of some people replacing these with a ferro rod. I haven't personally done that yet, but it might be something I'd like to do in the future. That's the little toothpick. Just remember, don't lose it like I always do. So there we go, team. That's the Victorinox Explorer. In my opinion, to go good in emergency first aid kit, particularly in a bug out bag, all good as an EDC. Little beauty. Hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. Till next time, peace out. I'm soaking wet, I'm going home.